We turn to several bombshell revelations about the Democrats' radical Senate nominee in Michigan. On social media, Abdul El-Sayed portrays an over-the-top, happy-go-lucky activist, loves to sing and dance, but in reality, El-Sayed's policies, guess what? And policy positions, associations, as we already know, past comments, that paints a very different picture. In addition to hating Michigan's storied Mackinac Island, there is a long list of other wonderful American things that Abdul El-Sayed apparently absolutely despises. According to the K-Files, a report on CNN, a now-removed video from 2024 shows El-Sayed complaining, quote, "Fireworks suck." I love fireworks. Anyway, he begged Americans to find a different way to celebrate the 4th of July, citing concerns over the environment and children and pets. But that's not all. In another deleted video from 2022, get this, El-Sayed mocking concerns surrounding the crisis at our southern border, proclaiming that the border, quote, doesn't even make the top 5 among issues that people in the U.S. actually care about, that affect their lives, according to the same report. Other clips show El-Sayed calling for the Second Amendment to be repealed, replaced with a right to government-run health care. And the newly nominated Democrat also trashing football over its toxic masculinity. Take a look.
Football is very much associated with a particularly masculine and oftentimes toxically masculine culture, and so much of it was about you wanted to be able to get back up and play for your team, and you really aren't allowed to show pain or vulnerability. That's part of the sport.
All right, in a state dominated by the Michigan Wolverines, Michigan State football, the Detroit Lions, I don't think that's going to go over very well. But according to CNN, El-Sayed even compared football to slavery, openly questioned if the sport could be, quote, ethical. Apparently, El-Sayed also had ethical concerns about cash bail in prisons. Take a look at this.
We've got policies like money bail, which basically force people into jail because they're poor. And beyond that, right, the broader question of how many people are left languishing in prison facilities who don't need to be there. Any and all efforts to get people out of jails and prisons and to keep people out of jails and prisons is policy that we need to be investing in, particularly right now. But this doesn't end when the pandemic's over, right? We shouldn't have to have a global pandemic to force us to find our humanity. This should just be what we do because it's the right thing to do.
So El-Sayed has a lot of deeply profound ethical concerns about cash bail, football, fireworks, but he has no problem at all with his buddy, his pal, his BFF, Hassan Piker. You remember the guy that called for the streets to run red with the blood of landlords? The guy that, of course, praised 9/11, blamed America from a 9/11, praised Hamas, trashed African Americans. The guy that dresses up like Chairman Mao, his friend. In a statement to CNN, the El-Sayed campaign is trying to distance their candidate from nearly all of these past positions. But keep in mind, these are recent comments from El-Sayed, some within the last 2 years. Now, much earlier, in 2009, as a medical student, Abdul El-Sayed was interviewed by the New York Times for an article about Islamic banking unearthed by the Washington Free Beacon. Traditionally, in Islam, interest on loans is prohibited, creating the need for alternatives to mortgages. But El-Sayed took it a step further, telling the Times, quote, ultimately, the question is, when I die and stand before God and go through everything I did in my life, I don't want to say I did it the easy way instead of the Sharia-compliant way. Not because of fear, but because of obligation. Again, this was about an article about Islamic mortgage alternatives. Anyway, in a statement, the El-Sayed campaign said, quote, Abdul believes in the separation of church and state while he personally tries to live by the rules of his faith. As many Americans do, Abdul opposes any effort by any religious community to write faith laws into the laws of our country. Where does he stand on Sharia? I'd like the answer to that. So what will Michigan voters think about all this? All right, thanks for watching. Check out my new podcast, Hanging Out with Me, Sean Hannity. The big interviews, the debates you won't get anywhere else. Like and subscribe for new episodes every Tuesday and Thursday.